I've been busy today and yesterday. I tried again to build an app. I tried to vibe coding, you know. I've been trying to vibe code a language learning app and it didn't go well for real. I've been reading and hearing a lot about vibe coding and the idea that you can just describe what you want, let the AI do the heavy lifting and end up with something functional. It sounds good in theory and it looks good in its merits, but it fails so often in execution. And I realized that. And I used Lovable for that. I gave it my idea, and for a moment, it felt like it was working. But then things started breaking. I tried again, still breaking, third attempt, reprompted everything, same result. Every time I pushed something forward, the platform just misunderstood me, and something else fell apart. And I'm sitting there, I'm here at my desk, I'm sitting here staring at the screen thinking, okay, what the hell is this? Is it me or is it the platform? And I honestly think it's basically both, but mostly me. Because here's the thing I keep running into. I'm not a coder, I'm not a programmer. I have zero knowledge in software engineering. I don't have that engineering background that lets you look at a cascading series of errors and just know where you need to pull the thread. When something breaks, I can poke at it, I can try things, but I don't really understand what the hell I'm looking at. And that gap, that's not a tool problem. I think that's a foundation problem. And with Lovable, what happened is that the initial design just started stacking mistakes, and one thing led to another. And by the time I realized the structure was off, I had already compounded into something I couldn't cleanly fix. It's like building a crooked foundation, and you can keep adding shit or adding floors, but the lean just gets worse. After 3 tries, and each time I ended up in the same place. I think that's just not bad luck. That's just a sign for me to check out, you know, tap out. And so I made a decision. I'm not going to keep throwing myself at the same wall the same way. So I decided to subscribe to Cloud Code because I'm a huge fan of Cloud AI. Honestly, I haven't used ChatGPT for months now. I'm heavily invested into Cloud AI, and I subscribed finally to Cloud Code and Cowork. And I want to actually understand what's happening under the hood, not just describe my way through it and hope for the best. And that means I'm going to learn, properly study how to build an application. And I want to document that process as I go. And I think there's something here worth sharing, not because I'm going to become a developer overnight, because that's never going to happen in a million years, but because I'm a complete non-technical founder trying to figure shit out in real time. And that journey is probably more useful to most people than watching someone who already knows what they're doing. You know, I've seen so many YouTube videos about, yeah, you can launch an app in 10 minutes, but those people have a ton of experience by having a very lean, clean workflow, right? So I don't know exactly what the format looks like yet. Maybe blog posts, maybe it will become part of the journal, maybe both. But I'm going to be honest about where I'm starting from, which is basically zero right now. And what it actually takes to go from I have an idea for an app to something that works and doesn't immediately fall apart when you breathe on it. The language learning app is still the idea because it ties neatly into my longer term goals and the bedtime stories that I'm recording for English learners. So that part hasn't changed. I still want to build it. I just need to stop skipping steps to get there. So just as the rest of my journal, I will keep you updated on this part as well. And thank you for listening.